One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Let's talk about Alabama. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The discussion raged around Alabama last year. Very difficult schedule, whether they should have been included in the 12-team playoff. But if you want to make that field, not only can you not lose to a subpar Oklahoma team, you can't get housed the way the Tide did in that one.
They did give it to him, and Jackson Arnold just scored again. I mean, it was incredible last year. Oklahoma couldn't score for the majority of the season, but on that night, Palmer, they did what they needed to do and kept the Crimson Tide out of the playoffs.
And I think people were so surprised at the lack of any energy or pulse Alabama had on offense. Jalen Milroe, for much of the season, was a Heisman hopeful. He had easily the worst game.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Robinson. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Skips away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range and people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today is about as big as it gets.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Russell. Got a man, it's Bernard. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Keeps it on the bootleg. Buying some time. A spectacular one-hand grab. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Caught. Close to the marker. It's Burks. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown!
love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires left. And it's caught. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
To the air on second down. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Still looking on the move. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Hand off from the shotgun. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, they're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's talk about Alabama. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. The pull and throw off the RPO. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
To the air, it's Russell. Lets it go to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one, baby.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
They'll leave it with him. Hard running there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Barnes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Might be looking to run. The throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going for the big play. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Makes the catch. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Going the other way, and he's got room. The tag. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Alabama!
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Barnes. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
To the air. It's Mateer. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tucker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what a catch, a big fella.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. quickly out to the tight end.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Bernard. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it up.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Forced out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Hunt is on its way. Catches it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the plot. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The play action fake. That's caught. It's Gibson. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
Runs through the tackle. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. In the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They'll send out the kicker here. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's no good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll move the tight end. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Sends it downfield. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Off the bootleg and rolling out. That's caught. It's Washington. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown time. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this 1st half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
You know, we talked about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. But they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Now, fourth down.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Liberty has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up 14 over FIU. He'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unleashes one. He's got an open man. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Power football with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Russell. Rush is on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8. up.
Ball down at the 38-yard line. Bring up second.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Now adjusting. The short hands, it's Burks. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do is continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish.
14.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right down the middle. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. 1-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He'll take a deep shot here. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On the move, it's Robinson. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Keeps it on the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to...
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
That's reeled in. It's Robinson. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Catch in the middle. It's Kent. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the single back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his man. It's Burks. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly, but listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Miller. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Not enough for the first down.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A low line drive and short kick. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that...
Catch inside the 25. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.